Welcome to Cut the Ish, Real Talk Sports, where we strip away the fluff and get straight to the heart of the game. From the hottest plays on the court to the controversies off it. We're breaking it all down with unfiltered takes and raw honesty. No sugarcoating, no holding back. Just real talk for real fans. Let's get into it.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? This is your girl Keisha with Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports. I'm up here rocking with my girl so pretty, Tony. How you feeling tonight, Tony?
Oh, that girl feeling fabulous. Fabulous. Especially with the news we about to get.
I know. It's like, what the heck? Why they want to drop it in the middle of the... Never mind. Moving on. But y'all know, let's get to some housekeeping. Hit the like button. Because I don't know why they over here trying to mess with our emotion, and be dropping stuff. Look, they don't care. They don't care what we doing, Tony.
Yeah, they say get in where you fit in.
They say get in. What's going on, chat? Y'all come on here. What's going on? We got some breaking news. I know some of y'all didn't peep some of it, but hey, we're gonna go through it a little bit. I'm gonna let some of y'all come on in the building. Hit the like button as you walk in the door. It's been a crazy day for me. I was supposed to be cleaning the house, but every time I start cleaning, I stop. It's getting bad, Tony. I don't know. What's going on, Dre Stewart? How you doing? Hey, man. We out here because what is today? It is November 18th. Y'all know the CBA is going to expire on the 30th. They didn't came out here in these streets and offered the players something. We're gonna go over what they offered to see what y'all get y'all take on it, see what y'all think of it too, and see if it's something y'all think the players are gonna accept, or if they're gonna just balk at them and tell them, look, go home. Because it was tripping before we get into the numbers. I'm gonna let some more people come up in here. It's tripping how it got so quiet, Tony. Yeah. It got so, after all the hoopla, and then you got the Project B stuff started, you had the Unrivaled stuff started, and then it got real quiet, and you was like, they did the extension, remember, because it was supposed to expire on October 31st, and then they did the extension all real quiet, like, and then you didn't hear nothing else. You didn't hear nothing else. I remember seeing Nneka out there. I think she did an interview. I think it was Sue Bird's podcast, and she kind of talked about it a little bit, and that was it. So it's nice to at least see some news before 12 days before it's set to expire.
Right.
You know, with all these announcements coming out, you know what I'm saying? For all these other leagues. I wonder, do you think that has something to do with it? Do you think they felt a little pressure to get some terms out for these ladies?
Yep. Somebody was wringing that towel. They was twisting and turning, trying to get all that water out. You know how it is. What goes in the wash comes out in the rinse. Now I'm trying to turn that towel and wring that towel out. Exactly.
Yeah, that's probably why it's looking like Yeah, y'all think we playing? You think it's a game? It's not a game. You know what I mean? So we about to get into it, y'all. Let me bring up the numbers here because I definitely want to do that. Hold on 1 second. I was trying to move this little chat box over, but never mind. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. All right. Let's get to some numbers. Hold on, let me show you what they done brought up here. Well, chat, They have proposed a new. Let me make this bigger for myself so I can see. They didn't propose includes a new pay scale. 1.1 million will be the proposed max salary. The proposal includes a new league minimum over 220,000 and a projected average salary exceeding 460,000 for over 180 players starting in the first year of their deal. Um, and which we already talked about that. We talked about them opting out and then doing the extension. But do you think 1.1 million, Tony, as a max is enough money? I think what they're saying is let me make sure I get the article up here. Because what they're saying is I think you can have at least one player on your team with that max. It says here it says WNBA CBA proposal would include revenue sharing with a maximum salary of more than 1.1 million available to more than one player
More than
per
one.
team growing each year. So I, and it says more than one player per team.
Right.
I'm guessing they meaning you can you can have more than one, but maybe you still have to fit under the cap. But do you think 1.1 million is enough for like say like they player they want to attract on their team, they franchise player.
Right.
1.1 million, do you think that's enough money for them for the ladies to sign this deal?
I say it's a start because you got to think you already have a couple of players already. Remember what
Mhm.
they just said, more than one. So if you only got one on a team doing it, that means you're willing to give it to another one with
Mhm.
it growing each year. So
Mhm.
it's growing each year, you're looking at possibly everyone in the W at some point having this within the next 12 years. So if you got 12 players on the team, you have 12 players making this money. At that point, it's going to be the minimum, right? Because
Mhm.
those that's making it already, they don't get nothing out the deal, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So it's
Mhm.
the new ones that get something out of the deal. Let's look at this. This is wrapping it back around what Nafisa Carter said in her exit interview on the things that she brought to the table for players such as Angel and Cece for what they brought to the league and how they helped it grow in the capacity that it did. That's the least that you could do for players like that, right?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
players like Asia and Ariel Atkins, we saw her figure, what she makes. These players are making all this money, not to mention the one we had on the team that they kept on the team, Jefferson, for all that time, and she left, but they had to buy her out of a contract. She was getting paid all this money and wasn't
Right.
playing. So, is it uh, a good start? It's a good start for those that don't have it.
Right. 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 I'm feeling you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'm
got to
feeling.
now you think you're going to bring it back to the table because what about those that don't have it? What is it that you're bringing to the table that offers them when it comes to make making more of what they already have, right? Because essentially this is for all players in the whole.
Mhm.
So if you have a couple of players here and here that's already making that, what is it that you bring to the table for them?
Mhm. Look, 1.1. I give y'all my take. 1.1 million.
Yeah.
I know somebody might call me a greedy petty bee, but 1.1 million.
1.1 mil.
Hmm. So that means the rookies. Let me just think about this logically. The
Right.
rookies minimum is about 220,000, up from like 75,000 or whatever it was before, somewhere around up in there. I don't have the numbers right in front of me. So you're gonna be able to pay rookies 220 a piece, and then you maybe gonna pay your franchise player and and a couple of your role players that you need, um,
Yeah.
close to this 1 million, but the teams. So that means you still looking at a percentage of.
Yeah.
Like, say, I'll just use the Valkyries. Let's just use the Valkyries as a measuring stick. I think they
Yeah.
were worth like 500 million. If quote me if I'm wrong, y'all. I think they would work like 500 million their first year.
Yeah.
And if they have a payroll of about, I don't know, 5 million, let me just say that. I'm just gonna say it 5 million. Because by the time you pay whatever rookies, then the mid-level people, and then the people you deem should get the 1 million, you might be about at 5 million. 5 million or 500 million. What is that, chat?
What you say?
What is the percentage of that? Hold on. 5 million. What is that? 10%? Just off the top of my head.
There you go. Let me look. Let me figure it out. Let me hit the figure.
500 million times 10%. No, that's like 5%. And I guess I know you got expenses and all that stuff going on into the franchise. Don't make me lie. Hold on. I need to look up valuations of these teams.
No, I think it might be just a little bit up from 1%, but that's about right. What they're saying in the chat.
Mm-hmm. What are these teams valuation? Okay, here I go. I got it here.
2%.
Okay. So this is old. Oh, it's from 2024. I need 2025.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need. I need 2025 because they charging like 225 million for a franchise fee.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, player, it's real out here in this field. I gotta. Okay, here is this 2025? No, where's the 2025? Because I know the valuations went up. Why? Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. I got it. So Liberty is worth 400 million. The Fever on this graphic was worth 370 million. Seattle Storm is worth 330 million. And the Sky was worth 240. The Mystics is at the lower end, 205. So if you have right, Brian Lewis. See, I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, like, even if I have a salary of my players of 5 million, I'm just saying maybe I give 2 players this 1.1 million. That's 2 million gone. And then I spend the other 3 million on the other 10 or 11 or whatever. Right?
So you're still not getting much out of it.
So out of the valuation of, say, like the Liberty, I don't even think that's 5%. No. Of their expenses.
Yeah, we're talking about their expenses, guys.
I don't know. Am I being greedy?
No.
I don't know if that's enough.
Nope.
Oh, here comes the y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat. I don't know if that's enough.
That's still not feeding their families, man. People look at that number and they get wowed by what they see, but they gotta understand that's not much of anything.
What's up, Duvall?
Hey, Duvall.
Hello.
I can't hear you.
I said hello.
Oh, can you hear him? Okay.
Yeah, very, very, very low.
Very low. Yeah, I can hear him. What y'all think, chat? Why you think the owner something isn't right? Yeah, I still think. Yeah, isn't revenue sharing involved? Yeah, see, that's the thing. They didn't say anything about revenue sharing.
No.
They just said that the proposed max salary will be this 1.1 million, and you can have more than one person on your team with this salary. That's what they said. Now they did say the rookies are gonna pretty much get 100%, maybe like 125% boost because they'll come in at 220,000. But the max pay is my problem.
Right.
It's my the max pay is my problem. I don't think 1 million is enough, but I might be looking at it.
Mm. No, I mean you're looking at it
I
right.
might be looking at it. Hold on, let me turn up my. Let me find my because I can barely hear. Let me see if I can hit the ball now. Hello?
Could
Yeah,
have
I
heard
can
me the
hear you.
first time.
Shit, you still like to me. Hell. God damn it. Put your face in the speaker.
I'm in the speaker.
What you think about this, Deval?
I read something that it said revenue sharing.
Hmm.
Matter of fact,
Where?
right here, I got it. I'm finna send it to you
Okay, send it to me.
because
Yeah, I was just going off to the ESPN article.
yeah, it said revenue sharing, and what I think of is I've been telling y'all this shit for
They
months.
really going yeah, I need to see that. They really gonna get them
Yeah.
revenue sharing
Yep.
in individual teams.
Check Instagram, and then I say what I have to say after you read it again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
I'm
to
trying to put
hold on, yeah. I'm gonna go out and come back in too, because I can't hear.
this strap.
Uh let me see. Okay, let me pull this up and read it for y'all. Hold on 1 second. And then I'll
Okay.
go out and come back in because I really can't hear. Uh,
Let's see.
yeah, in the chat saying you whispering Deval.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
everyone said that they could hear both of us, Keisha.
Yeah. I know I was like, these some new headphones. I can't hear.
Yeah,
And
I can
let me
hear you,
make
boo.
this yeah, I had to get me some new ones because you know the other ones went to the glory house. But they was going in and out, and I was like, okay,
What?
time to change them
Right?
up.
It was hot. They burned out. Was trying to get
I'm
more.
I'm trying to make this big as I can. Then I'm gonna read it to y'all. Uh, that's about as big as I can. I think I can make it for y'all. 200% maybe. Okay, that's about as big as I go. Okay, let me read it to y'all. I don't know why it's taking so long. What the hell? Okay, all right. It's trying to do a advertisement in the middle. You know how they think. The WNBA's latest collective bargaining proposal would include revenue sharing, but the maximum salary of more than 1.1 million available to more than one player per team growing each year, according to a person familiar with the negotiations. So they have revenue sharing, but the max of salary would still be the 1.1.
Yeah.
WNBA official updated the board on the latest proposal at meetings this week. The person told the Associated Press on the condition of anonymity because ongoing negotiations are private. The new league minimum would be more than 220,000, with the average of more than 460,000. Those numbers will start in the first year of the deal for more than 180 players. People familiar with WNBA's latest proposals describe the plan to the AP as highly lucrative package, providing substantial increases over prior years and designed to bring negotiations to a quick conclusion. So what I understand is this: they do have revenue sharing, but the max salary with the revenue sharing It's still 1.1 million.
I thought they ain't have revenue sharing. I told you they had revenue sharing with the CBA.
I just said you were
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I know. I just
I know, but what I'm saying is it still doesn't negate the fact that the salary can't be more than 1.1 million.
Right.
that's okay. They'll raise it up. 'Cause let me tell you this, and told y'all for months. They had all the leverage. They had reason to bid for shit. They had the leverage all along because they had three things, and now it's four that they could point to. They say, you know what, we don't have to bid to nothing unless y'all do it on our terms. Caitlin, Angel, Arrival, and Project B. They got options. WNBA don't. So they had to bend that goddamn knee. And that's why they came to the
Hmm.
table with revenue sharing when they said they wasn't gonna do revenue sharing. That's why they're gonna have to increase that salary from 1 million probably to over 2 million before the CBA is all said and done. And most importantly, that's why instead of the WNBA saying, hey, we would just lock out, they had to ask for an extension because they got all the leverage. That's the reason why October 21st of 2025, October 21st of 2024, that's why they said, hey, NBA PA said, hey, we're going to opt out. Well, why they would opt out? Because they had two A-list celebrities that everybody cared about. That's the reason why they
I'm
opt
gonna
out.
try to make you louder, Duval. They saying they can't hear you.
Man, I don't know what to tell y'all at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean,
Oh, what
I
Dreamtime
definitely heard
saying they can't. She can. Okay, I
yeah,
can hear you
it was
now.
And so
much better than earlier. Yeah, I heard
so,
everything you said loud and
so
clear.
I'm just telling y'all, that's the reason why October 21st of 2024, the WNBA PA opted out. Because they had two A-list celebrities everybody cared about. And the league is as popular as it's ever been at that point in their career, and it's really more popular now. They have no
Yeah.
reason to bend the knee. They gonna sit their ass down till they get everything they goddamn want. Because no other
Uh,
league had the leverage like those women had the leverage. And that's a fact. So that's why they did not have to bend the knee for nothing, for no one and no situation. Period. So, just like I said, they gonna get everything they want, and they're gonna be included mandatory that everything got built a facility, and they gonna have some medical like guarantees as far as like after they play. I don't know if it's gonna be 5 years, 10 years, or even lifetime. That's something I'm not sure about. But they're gonna get a lot of stuff that they ask for because again, they have the leverage, and they're gonna use that leverage until they can't use the leverage anymore. Bottom line.
right.
Well, I would say this: if they accept this deal, think I don't think they this is the best deal in my opinion.
Nah,
But
they're gonna go up.
we could debate that.
They're gonna go up. They're gonna
Yeah, I
go up
need
in
it in
my opinion.
writing, but I understand what
Yeah.
you're saying. But this deal right here doesn't really, you know, move the needle for me. Not with that max salary of 1.1.
Right.
It probably gonna go up to two when it all said and done. It gonna go up to two, especially with Project B coming out. Cause Project B, they starting off people at 2 million. So you can't start off
Wow.
people at 2 million at Project
Hmm.
B and make your max salary 1.1. That's not gonna work.
Right.
They gonna sit there down and say, shit, we ain't doing nothing till y'all move this salary up. That's what it is. They got the leverage. It's
And
not
Brian
like,
Lewis is correct. They already had revenue sharing, but keep going.
but the revenue sharing was 9%. And they ain't have no revenue sharing when it came to jersey sales and stuff like that. In this, it gonna be revenue sharing in jersey sales and national sponsorships and stuff like that. All that gonna go in the pot. That
Okay,
wasn't the
so
case before.
hold on. The current 2020 CBA's agreement requires the league to increase revenue by 20% for 2 consecutive years before players are eligible to receive a share of the surplus, which will be a portion of the excess revenue. The WNBA's revenue sharing agreement has a revenue sharing provision, but it has never been activated because the league has not met The financial thresholds required to trigger it. Players only become eligible for a share of the surplus revenue after the league increases revenue by 20% for 2 consecutive years. This revenue sharing agreement has been in place since 2020.
Yep. But
Yep.
they weren't recruiting no revenue until 2024.
I get it.
So
Totally get it.
that's why they could sign that bullshit deal in 2020 when you face your lead was Asia Wilson and nobody cared.
So I'm wondering what the new percentage is. It gonna still be this 20%? Because that article doesn't say what the proposed was
They
for
they the
the
current
new one.
the revenue cycle when they signed was 9%.
Not according to this, but I could be wrong.
It was nine
Well,
percent.
that
Yeah, 9% of revenue. And when they signed that 2020 deal, it's gonna be significantly higher than that. But at the end of the day, like I
yeah.
said again, those women had all the leverage. Unlike other leagues, they couldn't go to alternative leagues to try to, what I'm saying, create leverage. Like NBA can't go to another developmental league because it got forbidden in their contracts that they can't go to other leagues besides the NBA. So they had to deal with the NBA regardless of the situation. Same thing with NFL. Same thing with MLB. That's not the case with WNBA. Now I think with this new CBA, they're gonna make it where you can't go to other leagues and you can't go to other leagues while you in the WNBA. They might try to make that a sticking point. That's what Sato was talking about during the season.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be a fight. That's gonna be something that gonna have to be ironed out because a lot of those people like to go to the overseas, and then a lot of those other people like to do athletes unlimited, and so that's why I said that salary gonna increase because they gonna have to make it a way where they don't have to go to other leagues to play if the salary's gonna be there.
Right.
And so that's why I don't think it's gonna be at 1.1. I think that just, like I said, that's a number they throwing out the nine, but that's the starting point. But it's gonna have to get to over two where if they gonna tell WNBA players, hey, you can't play in on rival, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to be as salary structure where they'll be comfortable with.
Mhm.
And so if you don't tell them they can't do Project B, they're gonna be the same thing. Especially with somebody like, and we read it in Project B, especially with somebody like Angel and Caitlin, they want to offer Caitlin 100 million. They want to offer Angel 50. You better increase that goddamn salary, cause that big boy money right there.
Yeah, and then that's why I don't like what this article is saying. This means that even if COVID-19 hadn't gotten away and league revenue had increased by 20% every year through 2025 to the point of being nearly triple that of the league's 2019 revenue, not a single penny would have been distributed in revenue sharing. Compare that compounded 20% growth with the WNBA salaries cap itself, which rises by just 3% annually. That means that in a 20% annual increase scenario, total salaries would have risen by 19%, which total revenue rose by 199%. But every dollar beyond the targets, the player would receive 17.5%, which was directly in the CBA agreement. But these players have yet to receive that revenue sharing.
Mm. I want to answer a question. They said, why does Project B will offer Angel less to Caitlin? Because the answer is this: Caitlin big joker, Angel little joker, and that's no disrespect. Angel's the second most popular player in the WNBA. And Caitlin's the first.
Yeah,
Caitlin's the
she's
first most popular woman in women's sports. Angel is third behind Simone Biles. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Angel more popular than everybody else. That's why she
Right.
getting a number like that. They ain't giving that number to Asia Wilson. They ain't giving that number to Paige Beckers. They ain't giving that number to Fisa. They giving her 50 million, and they'll get Caitlin 100 million. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I love Angel more than anybody, but I gotta call it what it is. I gotta call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so, You know what I'm saying? Caitlin will always have white dollars, and that will always matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why that's so hard to understand, but
I don't know why it's hard to understand either.
you know, they are the majority for, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
I don't know what else to say. Um, I think Paige Beckler has popularity. She just doesn't have popularity like the rest of those ladies. That's all. You
right,
know that I mean they got different levels of popularity. Like um Ant Man is not as popular as LeBron, but he's
Yeah.
still popular.
right.
Giannis is not as popular as LeBron. He's still popular though. He's still
Somebody.
selling you sneakers.
Hmm.
Might not be selling as much as the other guy, but he's still selling them.
Somebody say
So
I'm a CC fan. I guess they need to go to bed. I'm
how you a CC fan telling the truth?
yeah.
The truth,
They
boy.
said I'm a CC fan, so they need to go to bed. Go ahead. They
Yeah,
got it.
go lay down because we don't have time to lie. We're not
Yeah,
gonna lie to you on this channel. You
not
might
on
get
this
some
one,
lie
not
on
on
another
mine.
channel. Yeah, but I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie to you. It
The
is
numbers
what it
ain't gonna lie.
is.
The numbers
Yeah,
ain't gonna
numbers
lie.
don't lie. I don't know what else to tell you. But yeah, the rookies getting two. What you think about the rookies getting 220? What you think about that, Deval?
That's what 4 times the salary that is now. Cause Angel,
I
what she
think it's
getting?
like 75
Angel,
what they get now. So that's maybe like
'cause I know Angel getting what 69, I believe, right? And Caitlin getting
74.
75.
74. Let me go
And,
look up Angel
and,
salary.
yeah, I think Angel getting 74 and Caitlin getting like 80.
Yeah,
I
because
did.
she was the number one overall, pick. And
Yeah,
I even think Camilla getting more because she was the third. Yeah, Angel is making $74,909.
And I think what Caitlin getting like 80.
Hold on.
yep.
I don't.
Let's
I don't think
see
it's
here.
quite at 80, but it's close. 78,000.
That is true.
Thousand $66, Deval, to be exact.
Yeah.
So yeah, it ain't a whole bunch of money.
So
Round
what?
let's round up to 80K. So 80 times three is about 240. So they tripled, almost triple the rookie salaries.
Somebody
Yeah.
said Simone Biles more popular than CC. No, not according to the numbers. We already post those numbers on here.
Simone
So
Biles probably is more popular than CC, only because I don't agree with you there. Only because Simone Biles been out here way longer than her. Everybody know who Simone Biles is, and in every
yeah,
corner of the world.
yeah, but we already posted those numbers on here too, did we?
Yeah, but what I'm explaining to you is this: she can't catch. She hasn't caught Simone Biles yet, because Simone Biles been doing this year after year after year for almost like 10, 15. She ain't caught her.
Okay, you got it. I'm
Yeah.
too tired to argue.
Yeah,
Y'all
I'm
got it. Y'all got it.
when you get on that world stage for like three straight times, it's hard to. They got people like Katie Ledecky nobody knows about, but they know her in every corner of the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Every
might not think she popular, but she is.
corner.
Oh, I ain't say that. Like I said, I ain't
Yeah,
say all that.
so
Y'all got it.
yeah, she is for a long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
she. I don't think that poor little miniature woman could go anywhere and not be recognized. But uh, what we say? So you think about the rookie thing? You think the rookies is okay? You ain't answer that question.
Yeah, that was said.
Mm,
They increased 3 times the salary. So like that's a start point. I mean, cause like it said, it'll be 220, right? So like
Mhm.
that if the high salary is 78,000, 80, say times three to 240,000. So like I said, that's right around, what I'm saying, 3 times as much.
So my question was when I was talking to the chat when you were trying to come up was if your salary, say like your salary for each team is like, I'm just throwing a number out there, Deval, like about 5 million, five, six
right.
million, right?
Hmm.
And Say like the franchise, like the Valkyries, is worth what, 500? Am I wrong? Is it 500?
550 million.
Yeah. Don't you think that's a little low for the amount of salaries for the people on the floor versus what is valued at, or am I looking at that wrong?
Oh, which
You
one?
you you looking at net worth, but you're not looking at cash flow,
Mhm.
and that's a difference. That's why we can't just go off of net worth, because you only get net worth once you sell it. But
Right.
cash flow,
Right.
we don't know what's the really the salary for each team. I
True.
mean, we
True.
found out like with Caitlin rookie season, we found out that hey, Caitlin made Indiana 36 million, and we found out that Angel made Chicago 17.8 million. But
Right.
that's not for every salary for every team. So we
Right.
didn't have those numbers. So it might be in line with what they cash flow is. Cause like I said, WNBA, you know, say they gonna bend a lot, but I don't think they gonna put themselves in a position where they gonna go bankrupt for say these women players to win.
Right.
So
So,
they
oh, I was just gonna ask. So you okay with Angel making 1 million and they making what you said 17 offer?
17.8. Yep.
Yeah, because
You're
we
okay
would.
with that ratio?
No. But like I said again, I know how the WNBA owners gonna think. They not gonna allow themselves to be equal partners. Not yet. I mean, they ain't want to be equal partners with the NBA. I remember the NBA salary. I remember the NBA revenue share used to be 58%. They had to drop that
Right.
down to 50% over the years. And so it's just like again, it's just like it's not going to. They're not going to give that much that soon. They're gonna have to be a gradual thing.
It's gonna
I,
be
I
interesting.
I got you. And how long do anybody know how long do these agreements stay in place? Is it a 5 year
It depends
or
on cause this the current CBA supposed to be for 6 years. Cause they
uh
signed
huh.
that 2020, it's supposed to be through 2026, and they had an opt out of four after four.
Mhm.
So that was 6 year deal. So this could be a 6 year deal. This could be an 8 year deal. It could be a 10 year deal. We just don't know.
Do you think Tony and Duvall, do y'all think they're gonna put some kind of stipulation in the agreement that these ladies can't still make money outside of the W?
Well, they can't say they can't make money outside of W,
Well,
but
I mean, play outside the W. That's what I meant to say. I'm
that's why I'm
sorry.
gonna say. That's why I say I think that's gonna be a sticker point. And I
Mhm.
think that's why that salary gonna have to increase
Mhm.
because you ain't gonna be able to tell them they can't play in on rival or overseas or Project B, and 1.11 million is the best you can come up with. You're gonna have to get over two
Mhm.
before that could be even a conversation.
I agree. Me personally, I'm grappling with it, Duvall. I really am. I'm grappling with the million. I told Tony, I said, I hope I ain't being too greedy. But I understand where you're coming from. They got to make sure they have an organizational structure that would not overextend these teams in the future. While they ride this wave of popularity for women's basketball.
Now
I
Yeah.
I get it.
this is why we'll defend the WNBA on in this sense. We don't know is Kayla Angel gonna be a fad or it gonna be a trend. Who else
Mm,
after them could be just as popular as them?
yeah,
That's
we
what
don't
we
know.
don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know.
So that's why they can't take that type of leap of faith and just increase the salaries the way that they want that us in the public want them to increase the salaries while in the insurance to know, hey, who gonna be them two? Because like I said, those two are A-list celebrities. We ain't seen that before in WNBA since the '96 team,
Mhm.
and so that's not that's a whole leap of faith to put on, let's just say a name, Sarah Strong and Tiffany Blakely from Vanderbilt, that they're gonna be that. Not say they won't be popular, but to be that. That's
Mhm.
different. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So that's that. You know what I'm saying? It was rare to find, even right now in the NBA, who gonna really be that league revenue carrying corporate person besides LeBron and Stephen that was retired today? And
I don't know.
and see that's what I'm saying. So that it don't like they come every day.
Right?
You those don't come every day. So that's why I say I'm team WNBA on that stand for us. Increase the salaries the way that we want them to increase salaries. Cause hey, we can ensure that this gonna last 12 years, 15 years. Who gonna come after them? Cause that's a rare situation as far as those women gonna be in the history books when it's all said and done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a different category than Asia being popular or Paige being popular or Nafisa or Sabrina. That's a anomaly. Those two. So who gonna come after that could be just as that or bigger? Now what those women did was they opened the door for that to happen again because now the
Right.
blueprint is out there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
can somebody duplicate that blueprint? And so that's a question we don't know, and that's a question WNBA don't know. So that's why I don't think they're gonna just open up the revenue just the way that we want them to, because they still gonna have their reservations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I
No.
say it gonna be the women ain't gonna win everything, but they gonna win enough where they gonna be comfortable.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I, so you know what I'm saying about this. So you okay with the W ladies still? Some of them making this 1.1 is sticking out to me, but less than some of these ladies in the college with the NIL deals.
Uh,
I'm
but I
just
think,
asking.
I think the difference is what we got to be fair at. NIL deal is based on what an individual school and collective want
Mhm.
to pay those women.
Mhm. True.
Because if we gonna do that, then let's add the money that Kayla getting off the court. Let's add the money what Asia getting off the court. Let's add the money what Angel getting off the court. Now we having a different conversation.
Mhm.
But that don't speak for the collective. Cause just
Got
like maybe Flage might be getting 2 million for LSU, but that don't mean Hannah Doggo getting 2 million for Notre Dame. She might be
from
getting 500,000.
true.
Yeah.
That is
It's,
true.
so that you know what I'm saying. That's why we can't use NIL as an example because that's based on individual basis. Angel made what 7 million? Oh, not 7 million, but 7 figures just off of that one show alone, Marlon show.
Mhm.
That don't speak for everybody else. So you know what I'm saying? That outside money we can't add that because like I said again, that's hard to add because that's based on brand recognition. And so that's like, you know what I'm saying, that's unfair to
Mhm.
compare a WNBA salary to NIL money because NIL money is basically sponsorship money. Because like I said again, that just like I said, we just have to be fair with that.
I will say this. I could be okay. You know, Duvall, you got some great debating skills. I could come
Yeah.
around to it. I can come around to it. But I need to see the revenue sharing model and breakdown
Yeah,
because if they're putting out parameters that the league can't even reach, it's null and
Right.
void. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it doesn't matter. But if those revenue sharing structure is feasible for them to attain those goals, it's like we used to do back at my job. You're setting parameters that none of us can reach. So what's the point of having bonuses? What are you talking about? We ain't got no bonus. You know,
yeah,
that's
Yeah.
essentially what revenue sharing is. But if
Right.
I see that organizational structure and it is real goals that these ladies can meet. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm not real happy about never meeting it for 5 years. But I understand that the WNBA was growing each year and wasn't making any money. So I do understand that. But for the last 2 years, y'all have made money.
because
So I need to know what the structure of that will be.
This what I'm saying. This is why I like I said, I'm team WNBA when it comes to this because yes, they were growing incrementally. Then 2025.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
right.
Right.
So I'm okay.
It's
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. It's like oh shit. You know what I'm saying. Then 2025 like oh it's still right here. Oh okay. But then
Right.
then Kayla Angel retired in 2032 or 2033. Then we like oh damn. You know what I'm saying. So it's like that's the question we would not know. And that's
Mm.
where the uncomfortableness gonna be on both sides. Like, yeah, we making this money now. When new two ladies leave, what gonna happen then? If we gonna get some money back? And that's the question they can ask. So it's like that's where the dance gonna be between those two parties. You know what I'm saying? WNBA and WNBAPA. Because this is uncharted territory that they never experienced before on each side. Like I said, those two women made it. Those two women made WNBA a mainstream sport. I remember just 2, 3 years, 3 years ago, you couldn't even find WNBA on the front of ESPN. It used to
I
be on
know.
the other.
I
Yeah.
know. I
It used
know.
to be on the other where you couldn't. Where it used to be where Indy 500 and all that shit that nobody don't even care about. Now WNBA round the front screen. NBA, NFL, baseball, WNBA, and then
We
hockey.
moving on up.
Yeah. So
We're
then, like I
going up,
said,
up,
this
up, up.
that's why I say it's a different it's a it's an uncharted territory that nobody know how to really quantify and not know how long can this last. You know what I'm saying? Even like it's like even going to the NBA when they had Magic Bird, and then they had Michael. Even when Michael retired, they had Kobe. Then when Kobe would break it down, they had LeBron. And then when LeBron in the front, they had Steph. And now they got Steph and LeBron. Now after they retire, where you go next? Cause nobody ain't care about no victim women on them. Nobody don't care about him like that. He a great player. He gonna be a Hall of Famer. But
Right.
nobody ain't watching. Nobody ain't trying to spend money to watch him play
Well,
like that.
all the electric ones, they got issues.
Yeah,
You know, it's supposed to be the era of, Ant Man and John Morant, but all of them
all of them
when
got
it,
issues.
all of them got right.
Too
Those
much.
were supposed to be the electric people. Because Ja was. I mean, I love Ja, but I, they had issues.
Mm.
I mean,
Mhm.
even Zion's crazy self could have
He
been.
supposed to been. He
He's
supposed to
supposed to
been there.
been big. He got issues.
Yeah, he supposed to been it. He supposed to be Zion, and then say he wanted to play He wanted to play hot box with the guns, and you know what I'm saying. Then it's so
Yeah.
like it just
So
like
it's so
now
they tried.
and then Ant Man wanna be dad of the year, and then now so it's
Now
like
you looking at him side eye.
yeah, so it's like now
Yeah.
you don't know who's the next face
Uh-huh.
because even like somebody let's just say even somebody say well Kayla Angel Magic Bird cool Juju might be Jordan
Hmm.
as a player yeah but not as popularity no she
She
ain't
might get
there
there if they do it right.
if they gonna have to put some marketing dollars behind that
If they do, I am a firm believer, Duvall. That if you put some money behind somebody and you put their face out there long enough, at some point it'll stick.
it'll catch on.
It'll catch on.
She got help that though. She can't
Hmm.
be born. She can't be, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
prepped.
I mean, she got to be prepped. You know how some people be prepped to
She
do
can't be
certain
oatmeal,
things.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like just like me. I love SGA, but he's
Hmm.
not the. He don't.
He don't move the needle.
He don't wow you. But I love me some SGA. I love the Thunder. But you know,
And
I don't
so
know.
that's why I said so that's why I understand why they not gonna just increase the salaries to the point where it should be.
Oh, Rich Paul is Juju agent.
Hmm.
Yeah, he working on a narrative. You right about that, T. Camille. They good at that over there.
They
But
are,
but keep going.
but this what you gotta understand too. People starting to turn on the Rich Paul gang over there
Mm,
because they started to turn on LeBron right about now because they too much trying to craft a narrative instead of letting
mm,
things happen naturally. Jordan fame and popularity happened naturally. So is Kobe. So is LeBron originally. Then now he want to create narratives to be bigger than what he is, and that gonna come with pushback, and that gonna come with people being turned off.
mm,
So you gotta be careful because you can't push somebody in people faces and they not feeling that. That gonna make people say buck back at you.
mm.
And so it just
But
ain't.
it's just one of them things. I don't know. I mean, but I will say the NBA was prepping people. They just
Mhm.
went to the left, to the side, and to the middle, and doing silly stuff. And now they like trying to search for the next. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it wasn't from lack of trying. Is all I'm saying. I just need the WNBA to try.
Yeah.
Can we do that, Deval?
They need to
Can we at
because
least try to make some people some stars?
yeah, because what and see people fail to forget in the '90s that's when they did at their best. 'Cause I remember they used to have these commercials called NBA is fantastic, and they used to show Shaq in Orlando Magic jersey sliding across the floor saving a loose ball, but he had that smile on his face. That gravitated toward people. I remember they had a show called Inside NBA Inside Stuff, which
Mhm.
was like what would be equivalent of it today? But it was like a NBA show that really gave you the profile of these players. But this was without social media, so you really got to know who these players was without, what I'm saying, with the social media behind it. So it's
Mhm.
like they did a lot of stuff in the '90s that really helped the popularity growth of these players because of the market that they put into it. But now, how can you do that in today's society where social media allow you to have access to these players without the NBA dollars or WNBA dollars at that point to promote it? So would it work the same? That's the question.
I will say this. And I watch college basketball a lot. I will say there are athletes that are coming. If
Yes.
they market them right, they will be okay because the women's game is starting to get um how can I put it? A lot of showtime, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
A lot of points, a lot of putting the ball in the hoop, and that's what people want to see. So
Mhm.
they got a
Oh,
lot.
that's what I want to see.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of ladies coming up the pipe that can fill it up. Before it was like a more of defensive and uh, big players. Power forwards, centers, and you know. But now we got a lot of fast, dynamic guards running around here. So,
Yep.
Yeah. The game gonna change. It's not gonna be a big man in the league anymore.
mhm,
It gonna be a guard oriented league. Like I said, you gotta think about the next 2, 3 drafts. I see this draft coming up with Flage and what I'm saying, Tanai Lasson and Olivia
mhm,
Miles. They're gonna be Kiki Rice.
mhm.
Lauren Betts, what I'm saying, she's still a big man, but her game ain't as sexy now. What I'm saying, people
Right.
turned off her game at this point because
Mhm,
it's not a finesse big man game like
mhm.
what I'm saying what the Nafisas and the Asians is right now. Then you
Right.
got the 2027 draft. You got for Wylam and what I'm saying Michaela Williams and
Hannah
she
Hidalgo. Isn't
and
she
her dog.
2027? I
Yeah,
think
she's
so.
2027. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
Yeah.
2027.
2027. Yeah.
She, what I'm saying, her dog, and then you got, like you say, you got the matter of fact, the 2026 draft, you got the French girl, the French girl. She
Mhm.
supposed to be raw and awesome.
Mhm.
And so then you, like I said again, you going 2027. You got, like I said, you got what's your girl name on Ashton on Watson
Mhm.
on South Carolina, and then you got 2028. That might be the Juju draft because I don't think she can come out 2027 after she tore a knee. I think she'll push
Right.
herself back
Yeah,
a
she
year.
I would stay and get my full time.
So now you got 2028 draft with the Juju, the Sarah Strong, and the Tiffany Blakely. That draft, you know what I'm saying? I go back to the 2027. You still got what's your girl name? Madison Booker. You know,
Mhm.
so that
I even like I'm gonna throw a game. Oh, a tiger gonna throw a gamecock in here. I like Joyce Edwards.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Mhm.
she's 2027.
Mhm. She a sophomore.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
Ed was gonna be what 2028, right?
Uh.
I know one of them supposed to be 2028.
And then you got over there at UConn, my girl. What's her name? Tony.
From UConn, which one? Talking about
Sarah.
the guard?
I
The
said Sarah
guard?
Strong in
Sarah
Yeah. Talking
Strong.
about
2027.
Yeah.
the guard? Yeah.
Mhm.
I told you Sarah
Yeah.
Strong in
Yeah, he
2028
said
with
Star
Juju.
Strong earlier.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
that's why
I.
I said that these next three drafts gonna be in flux with talent. But can
Mhm.
they capture America like those two women did? And that's what
I'm a
gonna be the
no,
job of WBA. Can they keep
no.
that going?
I
Can
don't
they?
need them to do that though. I need them to make multiple micro stars
Yeah. But
so they
this
can have a star on each team.
But this is why I say you gotta have one or two to really carry it. That's what the NBA did. Like I said again, when Jordan retired, Kobe had to carry that torch. And
Mhm.
then when
Yeah.
Kobe would break it down, LeBron carried that torch. LeBron in his prime, Steph carried that torch and changed the game.
Well,
And that's where they at now. And so yeah, you gonna have multiple stars. Cause like I said, Allen Iverson was a big star in
but
2021. I mean 2001.
but Duvall, NBA not having that star. Do you think it helps the W?
Well, right now,
No, I'm talking about like say the NBA. Remember we was talking about the NBA might not have a big star like they had LeBron.
yeah, yeah.
So
And
maybe
that
they just have micro star. You know,
yeah, it
does
happened.
it help the W?
It happened to W9 because Angel and
Mhm.
Caitlyn bigger than all of them.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
They're
that
huge.
that's what happened. At she bigger than all, both of them bigger than all of them.
Both of them.
And
Mhm.
so yeah, it's happening at this point. But you still need somebody to carry that torch.
I got you.
And who gonna carry that torch? Can it be Juju?
Mhm.
Can they market Juju enough where if one of them gone or if both of them gone, Juju she gonna carry that lead to somebody else could take it for Juju and carry it like that. But it gonna be up to the WNBA to put that money behind it
Yep.
and really market it in a way where it gonna catch America because it's not just capturing Black America, it gotta catch a white America too.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that's the underrated thing about especially Angel. Angel got white America as well.
Of
Y'all think
course.
She got a lot of them.
now you got some mag out there that hate her, but there's a lot of white Americans love Angel.
Well, I love telling
Don't worry
people
about
that
that.
when they be coming up in the chat talking about, girl, I'm from Baton Rouge. That
Who
LSU,
would come in mind?
that school's fan base, we are in the minority.
It's all minority.
Yeah, black people are the minority at LSU.
Yeah.
Them them selling out during that season of 2023 wasn't because of black people.
No,
I,
baby.
I'm telling you,
So if
when I
you
went,
Yeah, people are gonna have to understand who and what Louisiana is. If you knew what Louisiana was, you know that what fan
tell
base
seen it with my own
is.
eyes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when I
Yeah,
came to the game, when I came to the
yeah.
game to see Angel in Atlanta, I seen a big
Uh,
fat white man with an Angel Reese Chicago Sky jersey.
yeah.
White people love
You didn't,
Angel
you
too.
didn't take a picture, Duval?
Nah, ain't that deep. White people love Angel too. That's what I'm saying. So it's not just about that's why they gonna have to market
Uh,
whoever the next person is in a way where black and white America love them. It can't just be
Mhm.
because just like black people love Caitlyn. Don't get it twisted.
yeah.
Right.
That
Yeah.
black men especially love Caitlyn. They love the way she plays. So like I said again, you're gonna have to have somebody that they can market to both people, both sets of people, not just one, because it's not gonna work. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
If you market just to one side, then it gonna be a what they call it, a ceiling, a cap.
Right. Right.
and you don't need a cap. You need that person to be global. Like I said, yeah, we named Simone Biles and all that, and cool, yes. But Caitlin's global, Angel's global. So they selling Angel jerseys in Paris and France and all that. As to the plays, she see jerseys out there.
I get
They,
what you're saying, but she been selling leotards since before Caitlyn was even in
of course,
middle school.
of
Like
course. But I'm just
that's
saying,
all I'm saying.
no, I ain't talking about Simone Biles. I'm just talking about in general. They both are global stars. I'm talking those two
Yeah,
women.
now, yeah, the last
I'm,
couple of years, yeah,
yeah, I'm talking those two women. So they're gonna
yeah.
have to get somebody else that could be like that too. That they could market and get to that point in order to sustain the popularity of the WNBA. That's what I'm saying.
They just need a star. I don't know about that. I'm gonna say this. They need a star that's gonna be able to transcend from college to the pros
Yeah.
because that other stuff can come later. But what happens with the women's game is they have all that success in college, but then when they get to the pros, it stops.
Mhm.
They need somebody that's gonna transcend from college to the pros and keep that fan base engaged.
Mhm.
Because
Yes.
you
I'm
couldn't
with you.
tell UConn nothing back in them years. They was winning back to back to back. They was everybody knew who
Yes.
them girls were.
Yeah.
But once they
Yep.
got to the W, it slowed.
It
They became
fizzled off.
regional.
Yeah.
I give a
So
perfect example. Somebody that very popular that changed the game in his own way, but never became the star that these other players that I mentioned became. Can I introduce you to Allen Iverson? He became black people
Mm.
champion, but white people ain't love him the way that they should have loved him, and that could have been the NBA's fault for not marking him better
yeah,
and
they was
cleaning him up
hating.
and clean him up in a
Yeah, they
way
didn't
where
like him
he would
because
have
he
been
was.
embraced by them too. Unlike Kobe, Kobe was loved by both sides.
Yeah, yeah, he was.
LeBron was loved by both sides,
Yeah.
even right now. Steph is loved by both sides.
Yeah, we love
That
and hate. It's.
and so that's why it just WNBA. Why they got the eyes now? They need to market. They need to put money, true money, dollars behind these players, and really put themselves in positions where more than just two people is carrying the lead in popularity wise beyond their regional cities,
I'm with
beyond
you.
the United States. That's how
I'm
they could become the NBA. That's how in 10 years they can have those 15 million, $20 million salaries.
I'm with you.
But they can't have that right now. Because what the WNBA is asking WNBAPA is, without those two A-list celebrities, do y'all really got that?
I'm
That's
with
a
you.
and that's a true question to ask.
That is a true question.
They're not on Paige. They're not on Asia. They're not on, you know what I'm saying? Name your favorite player. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Howard, her inconsistent ass. You know what I'm saying? Caleb McBride, whoever.
Right.
WNBA PA, WNBA, the league gonna be like, okay, take them two out. Y'all really got that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a question to ask. But it's up to WNBA to take what they got now, because this is a golden opportunity, and make more of them. That's on them to make more of those stars. Like I
I'm
said,
with you.
Juju could be that if they do it right.
Mhm.
Juju could be that if they do it right. Cause Juju, she's very popular in her own way too. She maybe ain't that, but she very popular in her own way, and they put enough money behind it. She could be that. Like I say, Sarah
Yeah.
Strong could be that. People
Mhm.
love Sarah Strong game, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, they do.
Cause I'm a big Sarah Strong fan, even though my goat would lock her ass up. But I
We
still
gonna
love
see.
Sarah. I love Sarah Strong. I'm telling you,
Cause
she could be that.
she a baby rolling up. She a baby rolling up on foods.
Yeah, she a beast. But that's what I'm saying. Can they take the David Stern model? Cause that's what David Stern did. David Stern said, "Forget marketing these teams. I'm gonna market these players."
Yeah.
And that's where that's where Kathy Ingeberg need to hire a team and say, how can we take these college stars, a Flage, Somebody that's a rapper. Can you really push an album behind Flau'jae where it would really sell
Mhm.
and become mainstream? That could take it to another level.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, like I said, there things are there if they really know how to do it right. Because if I'm the WNBA, I say Flau'jae do an album, and I'll put the money behind Flau'jae getting a mega stallion, be a feature artist, a gorilla, you know what
Or
I'm saying,
whatever.
whoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, what's the girl? What's the lady name? Taylor Swift. You know they're gonna cost some money, but like I said, you got to spend money to make money.
It's
No, I
man.
agree.
Adele. You
Taylor
know what I'm
Swift.
saying? Adele, somebody like that. If you put money behind getting those feature artists to be on a Flau'jae album, and that sales, and that become like Grammys consideration stuff like that, Flau'jae could be the next one.
Mhm.
They just got to do it right. They just got
Mhm.
to know what they have and how to maximize it.
I
But if
agree.
they just sit on their hands and say, well, we'll just let it happen like Kayla Angel, then they gonna fail those women. You really have to put marketing dollars behind these women, and you really got to know what they're good at, and really maximize that situation where they can stand out on a national stage. If they do that, this could continue. If they don't, when those women retire, this gonna phase out.
I agree with you. Before we get up out of here, I'm gonna tell you, ladies, I'm still over here fighting for more money. You know, I'm petty like that, but
Yeah,
I
you know,
understand.
you
I
have
get what Duvall is. I get what Duvall. I gotta get y'all takes on Project B, and they just signed up Jewell Loyd and
Mhm.
Jonquel Jones.
Mhm.
The into the Project B chat. Um,
Mhm.
is the WNBA gonna be able to get away with not matching that $2 million that's rumored to be the starting salary of Project B? What y'all think about Jewell Loyd and Jonquel Jones? Whoever wants to go first.
I get that. They just basically older players that try to get a last check.
I don't
They know.
blame them.
They know. Unfortunately, this Project B ain't gonna hurt the W. It gonna hurt on rival because on
Uh,
rival gonna have to increase those salaries. They gonna have to go to TNT and say, hey, if you really want to get in the big boy business, get some sponsorship money in addition to what you got to put behind these salaries. Because TNT was paying what? Let's just say 200 million a year for the NBA for a while. So the money's there.
yeah.
They were willing to pay 3.4 billion for you know what I'm saying to increase the TV deal that's currently running now with Amazon and everything. The NBA said, "Nah, we good. We want this digital TV money with Amazon." But TNT was willing to match that offer. So would they take that same money and put it on behind home rival? And that way they can increase the salary enough where those players don't feel like they need to take one last payday.
hmm
Because why Jonquel Jones couldn't play here? Why Jewell Loyd couldn't play here again this year?
Right?
That's on rival. If they want to be a big boy business, they're gonna have to increase that salary where you know what I'm saying, where people be like, you know what, we'll rather stay, you know what I'm saying, stateside than you know what I'm saying, go overseas and get this blood money. You know mute Keisha.
My internet acting crazy. Yeah, my internet was acting crazy. Can y'all hear me now?
We hear you.
Okay, yeah. I was circling while you was talking.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Jewell Loyd and Jonquel Jones and Nneka say they going to get that 2 million right now. I don't blame them because they feel like this they last hoorah to get that money. So I think Project B is probably going to attract a lot of the older players,
Mhm.
but make no mistake, I still think they trying to attract some of the top tier talent though. The ball.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. You right. I don't think it's gonna. I think they're gonna match, but I think they need to match the 2 million. That's what I'm saying.
Of course. That's why I say the Unrivaled gonna have to increase that money. They gonna have to go to TNT and say, hey, how serious you want this league to be? Cause yes, it's a developmental league, but they still want the best of the best players to play in it. And so if you don't want these players to go overseas and get the
Yeah, I'm
blood
back,
money, you're
yo.
gonna have to increase this salary where it make it attractive. Cause like I say, even Paige getting what 345,000 this year. That's not gonna be enough. Cause Paige could get probably about 5, 10 million over there.
Well, you know what I do like about Unrival's model is they trying to get these ladies even before they even set foot in the W, so they at least get that first year up out of 'em.
That's but if they want that to sustain, they need to they have to increase them salaries, man. They don't have to increase them salaries. They might have to change the rules of the game. Instead of playing 3-on-3, it might have to end up going 5-on-5 eventually.
I don't think they should. I've said that multiple times. I'm against it. Nobody should
Five
be
for
playing
five.
5-on-5 all year round.
Mm.
I I just think you. I just think I like seeing a different game,
Yeah,
but that's just me. I don't want to. And another thing about Project B, are we going to even be able to see any of them games?
it's YouTube. They'll find somewhere to put it on TV.
I
Now
know,
even
but ain't it
mhm
going to be behind? And I'm gonna be like 2 in the morning trying to watch it.
Well, we could watch it the next one.
mhm
Ain't that's gonna be overseas somewhere? They going to they doing like a tour is what I understand. They going to like Asia, different countries. They gonna be on a whole different time zone from
Yeah.
us.
yeah
Again, that wears out the body, guys. I mean, you doing this all year round, and those flights are long. They're long. They're dreadful sometimes, and you're going from place to place. And this is why the female athletes' bodies break down, and they have so many injuries because they play hard, extremely violently hard overseas
Mhm.
throughout the season, and they come here and then they have to jump right back into the next season, or they're from season there is no break between them leaving and coming and going, right? So their bodies go through so much, and they put themselves in exhaustion mode, but all of that is to make money. If the W can get to the point where they're paying these ladies enough to where they can have an off season, that would be great. But right now,
Mhm.
this they do, unfortunately, it's tough on their bodies. And they say, "Oh man, they were broke up at the beginning of the season. We ain't see them till the middle of the season." Well, of course not. They did a full season with the W, then they go overseas. They have to do a hard fought battle season over there, where it's little time and the game is extremely physical. So
yeah.
I
The
would
only thing
rather
I would
watch
say,
Unrivaled do just what they're doing.
the only thing I would say is I used to be like Duvall, just so people know from Duvall's point. I get where he coming from. I used to be like, because I am a
Yeah.
big football fan, as you guys know. I'm a big football fan, and I used to be like 707. I don't know about that. But then
Mm-hmm.
when I started coaching it and being a part of it,
Yeah.
and saw how much fun those kids were having doing a different game, but still have elements of the game that they love. And then I watched 707 blow up.
mhm
Because when I started doing it, it wasn't a whole bunch of teams. Now it's a whole thing.
Right.
mhm
Then I realized, yeah, your body needs to rest a little bit. And I know football is a different game than basketball, but I'm just saying it helps them to use different muscles sometimes doing a different type of game instead of the same pounding on the same joints, doing the same thing over and over. But
Yes.
But
I'll just say it like that.
no, I'm not for this. Which I think you misunderstanding me. Well, I'm not disagreeing with what I'm saying. The game itself. And like I said, I think 3-on-3 is fine, but at some point they're gonna have to compete with Project B. And if those players that want to even entertain Project B saying, "Hey, I like the 5-on-5 game," at some point you're gonna have to evolve. You gotta go where the loudest voices are. And the loudest voices say, "Hey, we want to go 5-on-5, or we want to have increased salaries to this much amount." You're gonna have to match that because now you got something else. You got alternative out there. It's not like the alternative is like Athletes Unlimited, where we know that's like a downgrade league from Unrival. Right? Project B is gonna really try to. They're gonna try to be like what's the game called? Live Golf. They're gonna be like Live Golf to PGA. They really gonna put some pressure on them to really, like I
You know,
said,
Project B is like 6 months. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
They
roll
play in
into
yeah,
next
November.
season.
They play in November.
yeah, I get it, but I would just say I think it's just growing the game. To be honest with you, because you're gonna find yourself, if that's the case, then what you're saying, you're gonna find yourself having the same people trying to do 3 different leagues.
Hmm. That
And that
way,
person in Project B is jumping from continent to continent during the season because their games is not going to be in one place.
no.
Right.
That's why I say the pressure's on Rival. Because, like I said, if you could increase the salaries where those players will stay in the United States instead of going overseas, instead of trying to go overseas for 6 months, you could be an Rival in the United States for 2 months and
Hmm.
still have somewhat of an off season. Because remember, the off season for the WNBA is like 8 months long. So you
Hmm.
still, even if you play on Rival, you still got 4 months to have an off season, even besides that. So
Yeah,
that makes Unrival attractive.
yeah, because with Project B, you won't have too much of nothing.
That's what I'm saying. So, but that's why I say, but you still have to increase the salaries where if it's close enough that people will stay home. But what it can't be where the salaries in Project B is so lopsided that you don't have no choice but to be like, well, shit, I gotta go.
But you know what, Deval? I'm just like you were saying for the W though. You can't overextend yourself
You
as a
can't.
business.
Nah,
You
you
have to
can't.
just have to roll with it. You know, whatever that number is, you can't just do a knee jerk reaction and give people money that you don't have, that you're not
Mhm.
projected to make.
Right. 100.
But the thing is, with what's the good news with Unrival? Unrival basically broke even his first year, and that usually don't happen.
Mhm.
So that's a good sign. So that means they close to making a profit off the bat, and they really could get the talent to stay there. People, enough people and sponsorship will invest money into it where they could really make a profit, where it would be feasible for them to keep the top talent home.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's what they need to do because, like I said, this not gonna affect the W. It gonna affect on rival. But what make a rival is attractive because, like I said, they can increase them salary with TNT, and they only could play 2 months instead of 6 months. You still can have an off season. You still can have all season really to what I'm saying, to recruit and what I'm saying, recover with your body.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's a challenge. That's a challenge that Fee and Brianna Stewart and her husband. I'm not Brianna Stewart husband. She don't got no husband. She the
You so
husband.
crazy. You such a crazy.
Oh, man. Oh,
But I'm
man.
talking about
Yeah.
the feast husband. They gonna have to
Uh-huh.
come up with a game plan where, hey, how can we really keep this game attractive to the people that we trying to keep in the United States? Because what I'm gonna tell you what's a bad start. Even with Unrivaled this year, no Asia, no Sabrina, no Caitlin, no Angel. That hurts.
And guess what? You want to hear the you want to hear something else?
Hmm.
What's that?
Project B ain't gonna have
None of them either.
no no Caitlin, no Asia, No Angel, no Sabrina, unless what? What you think I'm thinking? Their
What happened to?
endorsements have to sign off on that
Mhm.
Dollar bills, y'all.
because they need to know the money that's behind this new league
Mhm.
can't bite them in the butt on the back end
Yeah.
Yep.
by making them look bad.
Mhm.
If they send their star to participate in what you call what blood money,
Blood money.
it's not a good look.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
So they got to weigh the pros and the cons. So yeah, we hearing these rumors about 100 million, 50 million, and Reebok and especially Nike.
Mhm.
It's like I don't know about that.
Mhm.
But
That's
we
what I'm
gonna
saying.
take it into consideration, Caitlin.
Mhm.
And we'll get back with your people.
Yeah. Cause you know the shoe game run everything.
Right.
People don't understand that. They think the leagues run shit. No. Nike run shit. Reebok run shit. The shoe game run everything. They run them leagues. People don't realize that.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah.
sponsoring dollars, they care about, you know this, Deval. You already know
Mhm.
this.
Yeah.
You know this. Otherwise, I think we probably would have heard about the big names, but they had to go talk to their people, and they people said, I don't
I
know about
know.
this year,
Yeah.
Caitlin.
No.
I don't know about
Mhm.
this year, Caitlin. We got to check into the books and do some You know what I'm saying? Do some investigations
Yeah.
and
Let
make sure this don't mess us up on the back end.
let that first
Right.
year play. They
Mhm.
probably gonna say let that first year play, see how it does,
Mhm.
and then revisit. It's the same thing with Angel,
Mhm. Yeah,
cause
that's what I'm
cause
saying.
cause not and especially in Angel case, cause it's not just about even Reebok that she gonna have to answer to. She gonna have to answer to Victoria's Secret, that modeling shit.
Mhm.
How they gonna feel about this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We already got you over here, Angel. You good. You good with or without them. You know what I'm saying? So that all that gonna factor. And so
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. So like that's why I say even with on rival, both leagues, without those stars being in it, it takes some of it off of it.
Mhm.
But if they whichever league could get those stars to play in it again,
I agree. Yeah, yeah.
go tip the
I,
scales in a major way.
and I'm not saying, chat or guys, that there's anything sinister going on with Project B. I just don't know. All I know is when you represent certain brands, all of that stuff is taken into consideration. That's all I would say.
And when you
That's
got
all.
people, when you
That's all
got
I would say
people of
because
that
trust
caliber,
me, go ahead. I
no,
don't
go
think
ahead.
I was gonna say because what else could it be? If somebody offered me 100 million, I'd have been gone before you could say Keisha.
Yeah. But when you got people of that caliber, they, you know what I'm saying, they could take their time. They don't have to rush into a deal that they don't need at this moment. They don't have to rush into a bad deal without knowing what's really they getting themselves into. You know what I'm saying? Cause like even like somebody like let's just bring it to live golf. Look how bad Phil Mickelson hurt his legacy by joining live instead of staying in the PGA.
I know it
Mm.
That's
didn't
you
go
talking about
good.
that's a legend.
Hmm.
Talking about one of the all time greats. Talking about somebody that was considered what a top 10 at worst of all time.
They stopped talking about him.
Yeah, ruined his legacy. So yeah, so the Angels and the Catlins they're gonna really have to okay let what this league is about. What how y'all gonna market this, market us? How y'all gonna do this? Can we leave at any time? Can we sit out some games? If in case in Angel case, hey, I got this Victoria's Secret runway show. Can I go to that?
And the trip part about an Angels ball is, yeah, like this thing say the global footprint. The new league plans to host its 66 players across 6 teams in Europe and Asia. Angel has said she don't want to live overseas.
No, she don't want to do that. But it's all turned out 50 million.
I know. But she one of them people that I want to be able to do my other stuff. I don't want to be holed up
That
in a hotel room in Bali.
yeah. But that's why I said all that have to factor in. That's why I said they gonna have to really see how this league plays out. At least this
Hmm.
year, they gonna have to sit on the sideline and see what's going to really come from this. Cause she ain't gonna just take I don't care. She called this woman her mother. She ain't gonna just take Nneka word and be like, okay, it's cool. Nah, Angel's a businesswoman first. Don't get it twisted. So she gonna really want to see, okay, how this gonna work.
Right. Am I
And
gonna have to stay over here for 6 months with all the other stuff I got going on?
and
Mm-hmm.
you gotta think about even with Caitlyn. Y'all don't understand. Caitlyn just for a 30-minute speaking engagement, she get 250,000.
I know that's what I'm saying. And you're gonna be 6 months in Asia and Europe somewhere. That's why Sabrina, look at Sabrina. She played 3 games and had to go. But when you committed to something over there in that other part of the world, you know what I'm saying?
She
Like, ain't
yeah.
no going back and forth to the US.
You gotta
It's
go.
too much. I went to France, Duval,
Hmm.
and being on that plane, well, what is it, 10 hours, 11 hours?
You did a lot of farting.
Longer than
I
she
didn't,
longer than trust
but
me, you
my
didn't know.
legs was like, please, I want to get out. Please let me out. And my
Yeah.
daughter said, Mama, take this, get you a drink, and go to bed. I said, I can't sleep on a plane. It's hard for me. She said, you need to take this melatonin and
Hmm.
go to bed. Lord knows. And then when I came back, it took me, I was jet lagged. I was in the hotel room for 2 days jet lagged.
Hmm.
So I'm with Angel.
It's like I said,
I,
like
it's cool
Kayla
to
too.
fly. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know about that going back and forth. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't
Kayla
know.
too. Like, I mean, she
I
play.
mean,
She
she
get
young, so
Kayla get me just play golf.
I know.
So that's why I said they gonna both have to sit on the sideline and see, hey, how this gonna work. And can we leave at any time? Cause like I said, Sabrina played 4 games and took that $1 million. She hijacked on
That's
round
what I'm
one.
about to say. I think them Saudi Arabians might come looking for Sabrina.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
Say, where's Sabrina at? Oh, she had to go home. She'll be back in a month. What? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry, they like GDs. They they back there, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
So
I don't. Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. I think once you sign up for that money, you gotta really think about it. If
and
that's
that
what you want to do, because you're gonna be locked in for them 6 months. I don't see them people around there going, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah." You can just show up for a couple of games and wave, and then you can leave. I don't think they're gonna say that.
especially if they gonna talk about paying CC the 100 million and Angel 50 million. Nah, you ain't gonna just be leaving when you want to. You're gonna have to be locked in. So that's why I said all this gonna have to play out.
And I think Jewell Loyd is still playing unraveled, isn't she?
I don't think so. If it's November and it's 6 months,
How,
is Jewel Loyd
well, it
still
don't start to
unraveled?
2026.
Oh, okay, so this is her last
Yeah,
year
she
to
still.
unravel then.
Yeah, the new league don't start. Yeah, cause she playing this year.
They'll say this is gonna be her last year then.
Okay, yeah, she play.
Cause that's the same thing with Alyssa Thomas. They're
Yeah,
gonna be her
man.
last year.
Yeah,
That why
same thing with
that why I
Alyssa.
said that why I said fee you gonna have a plan.
Now
You
the
gonna
older
lose some
players,
money.
I understand it,
But you might
but I
lose
don't
your young
know.
guns.
I don't know if they attract people like. We'll see.
What happened they offer Juju
You know.
25 million?
I don't know. Juju gonna want to play in the W.
No, but I'm saying that
I think I think people don't under
it's not going to interfere with the W because it
it.
starts in
I think
November and then
everybody has a different. I just say I think everybody got a different mindset. You gotta overseas people and some people are not.
yeah,
See somebody like De'Erica Hamby, she might not do it.
yeah,
She got the kiddos.
yeah.
You know, it's just
Mhm.
somebody like Skylar. She might not do it. She
Yeah,
have to
Skylar ain't
pack
doing
up
it.
the children and take them over
And Skylar crazy.
there. You don't want her over there. You scared.
Yeah, I think she might act like one of them Saudis. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Getting one of them Bin Laden knives and cutting up planes and shit. You know, you don't want that.
Somebody like Malonga might be cool. She might not have no problem with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna depend on what kind of lifestyle you.
And don't sleep on somebody like Camilla. Camilla might do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to verify. Is Jewel doing unrivaled revenue T? Hold on, let me go look. I'm looking at the pictures now. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I see AT. She's still doing unrivaled.
And you know what's your
Uh,
girl name? Kayla McBride. She took herself out on Rival, so she might be
yeah,
doing
cause
Unrivaled.
she might be doing it, but she was doing. I found out she was under contract with that Turkey team for like 3-4 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, she has to finish that out. Wherever
Hmm.
she is this season, she's finishing it out.
Even though
This
she
is
did
behind
unrivaled last year, it
last
was a
season with
conflict. She actually
yeah,
missed half of the season
yeah,
with
she
the
missed a
Turkey
few
League, but
games.
she was under contract with them.
yeah. So she
She
has
missed
to
a few games.
this is the end of that contract, Keisha.
Oh,
So
okay,
she
okay. Oh yeah, I might be right. I don't see Jewel on here.
we're on the arrival.
Yeah, I don't see her on here. Unless I'm missing her. Hold on. No, I don't. The Step Buds might go over there in a minute. I
Wasn't she
might see
supposed to
their
go?
announcement.
Hmm.
Yeah, she never was announced though. No, I don't see her.
That's why I said, man,
And
Rival
Chelsea
gonna have
Gray is
to.
another one. She got the kiddos. She might not do it either.
Rival got to increase that money. That's what I'm saying.
I do see the Stud Buds. They might roll up and Stud Buddy from Europe.
So, like I said again,
Maybe.
you what you gotta understand is you can't. Yeah, people want to stay in the United States, but they don't want to be insulted either. The money disparity can't be so where you know what I'm saying. They playing for peanuts while you know what I'm saying other people getting real life changing money. So like I said again,
Yeah, but they
Rival
got
gonna
a
have to
choice though, Duval.
they gonna have to
Yeah,
increase the
everybody ain't
money
got that
though.
kind of money, player. Cause them Saudis ain't trying to make no money. They just throwing money.
Yeah, but I'm saying TNT got money. They got money. They got sponsors.
Ain't nobody getting no. That's how the WB and ain't nobody trying to run no business like that. They trying to run their business the right way, and they gon' grow them salaries incrementally as the league grow. You don't just like you telling the W not to jump up to 2 million. Why would they jump up to 2 million?
No, I'm saying the W gonna jump up to 2 million. I say they can't jump up.
But it took them what 30 years.
Yeah.
You want Unrivaled to do it in a year.
It's taking them forever to get the they're
Yeah.
taking it forever.
That's all I'm saying.
But I think on
But
Rival is a good place though.
I get you where you coming from with the trying to compete with them, but it's just not good business sense in my opinion. I would continue with I'll take it into advisement, go talk to my money people, but I ain't mortgaging my house for y'all. No. Let me stop.
Okay.
It's gonna be where because you do that and the other league might not even make it.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
might get over there and say, "What the hell going on over here?"
Mm.
Yep.
We
What the caliente?
So we'll see. I know who ain't going. You want to know who I think?
We ain't going.
Cool.
You gonna laugh. Brittany Griner ain't going.
Hell nah.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, she ain't going.
Brittany Griner is done with overseas for real.
I'm just being funny.
She's done.
But the grinder ain't going across the street. She said, I'm done with this.
She probably told him what? Get off my phone. Is this a prank call? Don't call me no more.
She said Trump already don't like her. Nah,
Right. He ain't going to get her. No.
Trump will leave her ass over there. What Biden that had to get her ass?
Yeah, it was Biden had to go get
Yeah,
her.
Trump would have left her ass right over there.
Yeah, man.
Trump would
Yeah,
have left her ass right
but
over there.
I do agree with you, Duval. It's becoming a crowded landscape. As they say on my slide, it
Hmm.
is getting crowded. I do agree with you. I understand you got to compete, you know, with the stuff. But Brittany is one player you can count on. She ain't going.
Nah. She said she like her ham and cheese sandwiches over here.
BG said I'm out, man. Well, I will tell you this. Rebecca Allen might go. Let me stop. That ain't right. Keisha,
Yeah, she
stop
need to go.
it.
Take Uzum with her.
You think they got offered 2 million?
Well, Uzum,
And Rachel Banham and Rebecca Allen. You think they got offered the money?
they ain't offered them
But
two
in
nickels.
in news on already playing. In news on already playing back home.
I think she playing in the Turkey League.
She playing in that Kelly McBride league.
Mm-hmm.
Cause Eric Atkins was in that league too. They kicked her out, I believe, right?
They kicked her out?
Yeah, I think she had got cut from that team
Interesting.
last
Oh,
year. That's
didn't
why she
know
got
that.
it. That's why she got in the reserve for a rival.
Interesting, really.
Mhm.
You
Oh
learn
Google that.
wow.
something every day.
Google that.
Yeah,
Google
I didn't pay
Eric Atkins
attention.
getting cut from that Turkey league. And I think that's why she was in the reserve for my rival. She had got cut.
Oh my, okay. Oh,
Come
wow.
on, typer.
Okay. I'm typing.
What it say?
Oh yeah, she was with that Turkey team.
Yeah. Did she get cut or
I'm still looking for it. Did she get cut? They don't say it like that, but she did come back quick.
yeah, they released her or something like that, right?
Early. Yeah, because why was she released?
I remember that, cause I remember that how I found out she was on that in that league. Cause I thought they signed somebody, then they released her, and then that's why she became a reserve for a rival last year.
Yeah. It says here, and I quote, Washington Mystics guard Ariel Atkins, a two-time WNBA All-Star, has yet to be assigned to a particular club, but she provides injury insurance for teams. Ariel Atkins had been playing for the Turkish professional club Fenerbahce this winter, but she's now parted ways with them.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So was that injury settlement, or they just?
No, they just said she was going to provide her own but she'll provide injury insurance for teams missing too many players with injuries. No, they were just saying she was going to back up whoever it was.
Oh,
So
okay, but they
Ariel
didn't cut her.
Atkins was over there. So she was over there in Turkey, came back. Tika Miller said Ariel got hurt. They were undefeated when she got sent back to home. But so she got hurt and then came back home and did Unravel?
Yeah, cause she played on Robin immediately.
Yeah, I need to do some more research.
Yeah, she came.
Ain't like she sat out. She played on Robin immediately when she came back.
She did. Interesting, Deval.
I thought she got cut. I thought they signed somebody, then they cut her.
Hmm.
I didn't pay attention.
Me neither. I just remember her coming, and I thought it would be a good thing because they would build camaraderie
That
with the
before
new
Adrian.
team they
Yeah,
was
that.
building. So I didn't even focus on that, you know. But
Yep.
I
yeah,
I thought they signed somebody that she got cut and then cause she came on Rival that was before the Chicago Sky trade.
uh huh.
Cause when she came on Rival, she was first with the Laces,
Hmm.
and then
Yeah.
when the trade happened, they put her on the Rose, and she played with Angel for like I want to say 3 4 games, and then she played. I think she played with the Laces again, cause she played
Mhm.
with the Laces in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I remember.
Okay, well,
Yeah, see,
as the world turns. Hmm.
but yeah, they cut her,
All right. We about to get up off of here. WNBA. Um,
and
I
just
think
like
the ladies need some more money, player. What you say, Devon?
this year, I think she played in Athletes Unlimited.
She is.
That's gonna be a league that gonna phase out too.
They've been around 5, 6 years.
Yeah, but like I said, as these leagues increasing their money, they gonna have to increase their money.
But you always need somebody to go to the. Half them ladies wouldn't even play.
So you need somebody to go to the Rucker.
That's what I'm telling you, broker. That's what I'm telling you. You about to make me call you broker. So I'm telling you, Duval. Everybody can't play. Some of them ladies got to go somewhere else.
I guess.
Let them ladies have all the opportunities they want, Duval.
I guess. You know what I'm
You
saying?
want them to be sitting at the house. You want Kia Nurse to be sitting at the house.
She needs to sit somewhere.
Kia
So,
needs somewhere to go. Ariel needs somewhere to go.
E Will, she needs somewhere to go
E Will.
to
I
work out
think
the
E
league.
Will might be the a commissioner or something, or at least in on them or something.
Remember Lacey Brown was over there.
Yeah, I think they got some kind of leadership role over there. I think E will do.
Yeah, they got a few over there.
Yeah, you trying to take away opportunities. Everybody can't be. All Duvall want is he only want to mess with the stars and superstars. He don't care about nobody else, y'all.
I'm just saying they
He
gon'
don't care about the role players and none of the bench players trying to get better so they can become role players. He don't care about none of
they just gonna have to increase the salary. That's all.
that.
They can't play for food stamps and turkey baskets anymore. You
I
know what
bet
I'm
you
saying?
he will like. Well, hopefully it's to help Camilla. Maybe she'll do Project B instead of being that. See, that's my thing about being overseas. Ain't nobody staying up in the middle of the night to watch no Camilla.
Nah, man.
That's the only thing about China. Like ain't no, that ain't helping nobody in America. They might go on YouTube the next day and look at it a little bit and go on about their business, but it ain't resonating with you, Deval.
Yeah. Mhm.
All you gonna see is the clips online, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, look, Camilla doing something over there in Asia." Okay, you gonna go about your business.
That's why I said Camilla. She about the bag, so I can see her taking that Project B money.
I can see it. Yeah, of course. But does it help your brand? I don't know about that.
I don't think so.
That's one thing we was talking about. I was talking about. I don't know if it's gonna help because that's the thing about with Caitlyn and Angel. They have to talk to those people. Are y'all really gonna promote us, or are we just gonna be over here in a hotel in Asia somewhere playing with nobody see? Do y'all got ESPN? Are we gonna be on TV? What you know what I'm saying? Like,
If
what we
anything,
doing?
it could hurt their brand. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
because like I said, people gonna still think about that solid run money, and they're gonna associate them with greed and stuff like that. You don't want that. Like I said,
Mhm.
I seen what it did to Phil Mickelson. I seen what it did with Roy McIlroy. Not more Roy McIlroy. Who won't think about what's my guy name?
Well, the
Phil
Max say they creating an app. Well, shit, they need to go and get it going.
a pay per view ad. Who gonna pay for that?
Who
Okay.
paying for that? Like a pay per view app. Well, dude, we got so much sports on our own TVs. We don't need to pay for that. I know y'all love Caitlyn, but I ain't paying. Never mind.
Nah.
Let me go on about my business. I pay for ESPN. I'm not paying for nothing else.
If Angel play, I'll find a way.
Yeah, it's still
I
gonna be
want
2 in the morning.
I won't like it, but I'll find a way.
Look. You gonna be up at 2 in the morning
That's fine.
for Angel to play 10 minutes. She gonna be up
Yeah.
there pissed off.
Yeah.
Well, she ain't playing. This some
Hey,
bullshit.
hey, guess what we gonna be doing? Having watch parties over this shit.
No, we not at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, we gonna be having watch parties, watching Angel playing 10 minutes a game. Yeah, and then we gonna talk about how they, say they ain't playing it right and all that stuff. Do you know how we gonna do it?
We gonna have a replay party.
Yep. You know we
It
gonna
ain't
have
gonna be a watch. Cause you know you can't even get up. You go to bed like a regular person. You
yeah.
know you
I go to bed early.
yeah, you be done. So
And
we shall see y'all. We about to get up out of here. Thank y'all for rolling through. Thank you, Duvall, for rolling through. Thank you, Tony, for rolling through. Y'all better pay these ladies that cheddar
You know it.
cheese.
mm-hmm.
They
I'm gonna
need
have
that
to.
cheddar
Moolah
cheese.
guap. Get to 'em.
What you say, Duvall?
I said they don't have to.
Hmm. Need the cheddar cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese. I
Yeah.
think if they say 2 million, I'll be okay. But okay, I'll meet you halfway. Maybe 1.5, and then I cut it off.
Probably gonna end up there. Probably gonna end up 1.5,
1.5.
1.8, one of them two numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, but 1.5, in between 1.5 and 2, I could be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Especially for the franchise players.
Yeah.
You know, because you ain't gonna be able to play everybody that. Maybe one or two of your roster.
You'll get Agent Wilson that. Since she
Yeah,
her dad this time.
yeah.
I wonder if Brianna Stewart gonna get that because she old. So
I don't know.
but I
I
heard
don't
talk
know.
about she ain't coming back to New York.
Yeah, I don't know.
But before we get out of here, I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all. I always appreciate y'all. Always appreciate being up here. It means a lot to me to commentate and to serve you. So thank you all in the chat. I appreciate all of you.
Thank y'all for pulling up. Hit the like button on the way out the door if you have not hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe to Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports. If you haven't subscribed to Tony, subscribe to Tony at So Pretty Tony 7237. It is scrolling across the screen. Don't be a stranger, y'all. Don't be a stranger. All right. I'm pretty sure something else gonna pop off by tomorrow. We'll see y'all on the flip side. We'll see y'all on the flip side. We out.
Peace.
Peace. Let me do this.